used to call me Crazy Joe, but now they can call me Batman.
Good morning. Welcome back to Crazy Joe Adventures. I'm Crazy Joe. It is the same blustery Thursday as in my last video. If you saw my last video, we checked out a DVD store called Laser Library in Exton, Pennsylvania. Well, I decided as long as I am in Exton, Pennsylvania, you know, I'm a busy guy. It's hard for me to get out and make videos. That's why you don't see a lot of constant updates on this channel, because getting out and shooting is hard. So I'm like, well, you know what? If I'm in the Exton area already, we should check out the Exton Square Mall. Kill two birds with one stone. Now, here's the interesting thing. The Exton Square Mall, I didn't know was still here. I heard they were going to demolish this place, so I thought it had already been torn down, but it hasn't. So we're going to go in the food court and see what this place looks like. From what I hear, it's a pretty dead mall. All right, we're going in through the food court, and this is interesting. The Christmas trees are actually still up. Look at that. I mean, it is February, but they still have their Christmas trees up. There's people in here. Last time I was here, it was fairly dead, but it doesn't look like there's any place in the food court except India Corner and Chick-fil-A. Other than that, the food court's pretty much empty. I actually haven't had lunch yet, so Chick-fil-A is looking pretty tempting right now. But look at this, like every other place. This was a Subway. That's gone. Every other place in here is closed down. So I don't know. I guess we're going to find out what's still open in the Exton Mall. There's a K Jewelers. That's still open. This sign is directing us. Macy's is that way. Macy's is two directions, that way and that way. And Mainline Health Center, Moda Gentleman, is closed, but it looks like they're still in business. I mean, the store is fully stocked. There's a place called iGeeks. That place is open. Other than that, we're getting empty storefront after empty storefront. Here's some interesting trivia. Back in 2017, Kevin Smith announced that he was going to film Mallrats 2 in this mall. This was actually going to be the filming location for Mallrats 2, and then the movie didn't happen. So there you go. I don't know what this was. It looks like it might have been oh, this was in Annie Ann's. This was in Annie Ann's. You could tell because there's a pretzel imprint on the table over there. Full disclosure, I didn't spend a lot of time in the Exton Mall when I was younger. This mall was a little bit of a distance from me. I don't think I ever was in this mall until I was in college. But it is dead as can be now. What was this, like a Cinnabon? The shape of the sign, I'm guessing Cinnabon, but I don't know. Exton Region Chamber of Commerce. Downingtown Area Robotics is down there. I've noticed that's a thing now. A lot of malls have like robotics clubs that meet in them. It used to be Charlotte Russe over there. It's just empty storefront after empty storefront over here. It's insane. Last time I was here, there were buckets collecting raindrops. Like there was like actually water leaking and they had buckets. I don't know if that's still the case. Well, that doesn't look like a rain collection bucket. That looks like a maintenance bucket. There's the Mainline Health. Apparently Mainline Health is in this mall. Loft is closed. iFix and Repair is closed. V&A Bridal is closed, and you cannot enter there. Interesting. Oh, here's an ad for the Colonial Theater in Phoenixville. All right, now we're getting into some music. I need to be careful because I could get a copyright strike now. It's still pretty light though. I mean, I say copyright strike. This channel isn't monetized. I don't know what it matters to me. One of these days, I hope this channel will be monetized, but right now, oh, there we go. Look at that. There's all the leak buckets. Yeah, there they are. Just like I said. There's a couple more leak buckets. I guess the skylight's leaking. This place is pretty dead. You know, my local mall, the Montgomery Mall, is fairly dead too, but this one takes the cake. All right, I guess I'll just keep talking to overpower the music, just in case this video ever is monetized. Talking over the music. There's the Schoolhouse Woodworking. Is Boscov's open? It looks like there's things in Boscov's. Maybe they just don't have a mall entry. I don't know my way around this mall. I don't know where I'm going. There's Shoe Mall. That's closed. Somebody relaxing, taking a load off down there. What is this? What was this? Maybe I should say. A kitchen, Mediterranean cuisine. And there's another drip bucket. Another robotics. A lot of that's more than one robotics location. There's the Macy's. I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess that Macy's is no longer in business. Can we see in there? Yep, Macy's is pretty empty. This store has closed, no kidding. Every store is closed. This mall's bigger than I thought. I'm wondering what this store used to be. It has a window. See in? Just empty shelves. That might have been a bookstore. Looks like bookshelves in there, but I can't tell. I wonder what's going on in there. This makes me sad. When I was a kid, like, the mall was where you went to hang out. You know, it was like, don't know what to do, go to the mall. Socialize at the mall. I don't know where kids today go. It's a pretty fancy place. Wonder what that was. Let me get to the playground. No kids playing in here. No kids in here at all. It's a nice one though. Snails and worms. That's a dead end down there. That was probably a Sears, I'm guessing. Based on the, I could be wrong, but based on the storefront, I want to say that was probably a Sears. Again, I don't know this mall very well. That was Express. Well, they had exercise equipment in the Express. You can see the Express sign, but there's exercise bikes in there. That's weird. Yeah. I don't know if this is currently being used, but looks like some kind of Edge of Cinema. What is Edge of Cinema? All right, I'm interested in that. Look at this. I like cinema. What is Edge of Cinema? Well, it looks like it's nothing right now. There's a bucket. Generate more leads, convert more sales, increase brand awareness. We help nonprofits create video marketing campaigns. Okay. Online marketing campaigns isn't really what I think of as cinema, but video production services. Okay. Look at this. ED Sporting Goods. I don't think that ED means what you think it means. It's probably a different kind of ED. Look how much water's in that bucket. I don't even see anything dripping. Another big anchor store. That must be the other side of the Macy's. I think that's the other side of the Macy's we're on. This was clearly a Gertrude Hawk's chocolate. You can't really mistake those. Oh my Lord. There's something open. FSD. 4-season deals. That place is open. Is it some kind of thrift store, I guess? Like used stuff? I'm not going in there. The music's too loud, but looks like some kind of thrift store. 4 Seasons Deals, FSD. Zara Brow Bar and Spa. That's open. At least I think it is. It looks open. I mean, it's not open now. The gate's down. Oh, this was probably a Hot Topic. Silver Paradise is open. Now we're back at the food court. Let's go downstairs. Coming back around again to find the staircase so we can go check out the downstairs. We did a complete loop of the upper level. Now let's see what lies below. What lies beneath. Remember that movie, What Lies Beneath, with Harrison Ford? My mother used to always call that movie What Hangs Below. She thought that was the title. Like, she wasn't trying to be funny. She thought the title was What Hangs Below. It was what lies beneath. There's the Annie Ann's again. All right. The escalator is out of order, but there's nothing blocking it saying we can't use it as a staircase. So I guess we can go down the stairs. All right, we're at the bottom of the escalator. I don't know what this was. I can't read the remnants, so there's a shadow up there, but I can't read. No, I can't read it. Can't read it. There's Downingtown Robotics again. What was the other robotics? There were 2 different robotics companies. We had Downingtown Robotics and there was one on the upper level. But I don't remember what that one was. That's how bad my memory is. I mean, like, we literally just saw it. We literally just saw it. It's a tailor shop. Oh, look at this. Bowling and amusement. Round 1, bowling and amusement. They got karaoke, billiards, darts, ping pong, bowling, arcade. Now this is a pretty thriving place to have in a mall like this. That's pretty cool. This I did not expect. All right, let's check out round 1. I mean, I say pretty thriving place, but I don't see anyone in here. Oh, Contra. I loved Contra as a kid. Wheel of Fortune. Arcade, Centipede, Space Invaders, Bust a Move. These are all like the claw games. You know, I don't really care for those games. Basketball games, NFL, football throwing game. Oh, I see people. I found Civilization. Ooh, Godzilla Kaiju drop. Look at that. Now that's cool. Okay, well, there's Batman, Castlevania. These are all ticket games. Oh, it's always cool to see Popeye. You don't see Popeye very often. There's the bowling alley over there. Kaiju World of Monsters Rampage. Okay, that's pretty cool. Bowling and karaoke. This is like a food court area. One more place to eat in here. Man, I did not expect to find something this cool in here. Look at these karaoke rooms. How to rent a karaoke party. Go to the guest counter. The room will be rented for you and the necessary equipment will be provided. Capacity 6. All right. That is pretty neat. I don't think I've ever seen a karaoke setup like this before. I wonder how much that costs. I'm gonna have to find out. Oh, there's pool tables back here. The pool tables are actually active. People playing pool. Air hockey. There's Pac-Man Battle Royale. Look at this. There's the seating area if you're eating. There's some pinball machines over here. Ghostbusters, Aerosmith, Metallica, Star Wars, Guardians, another Ghostbusters, and Walking Dead. All right, that was unexpected. Here's the bowling alley area. That's pretty cool. Back here's the racing games. There's another view of the bowling alley. Someone's bowling. There we go. It's pretty cool. I'd like to see stuff like this. It's a Batmobile racing game. Oh, look at this, Ghostbusters. Look at that. There's your proton pack. You can fight the ghosts. All right. Whack-A-Clown. Tomb Raider, Halo. Let's see Tomb Raider. I think it's different than the PlayStation version. Connect 4. Oh, look at that. It's the Pink Panther. There's another Godzilla game. Well, this is a VR Godzilla game. Kaiju Wars VR. You gotta put this visor on. Okay. Well, look, the Pink Panther's over here. Pink Panther Jewel Heist. Okay, this place is pretty neat. I was not expecting to come across a place like this in such a dead mall. This place seems to be the heartbeat of the whole mall. Okay, back into the mall. Okay, there you go. Round one, bowling and amusement. This is the place around here to be, apparently, and they're open till 2 a.m. Nice. It seems no place is open late anymore, in my experience. You know, I'm an old man now, but when I was younger, like in college in my 30s, we'd be out all night. And I went to karaoke with a bunch of my coworkers. Good people. They're younger than me. And they were ready to call it quits at like 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. They're like, well, that's enough. And I'm like, man, how come the young generation can't hang? Like, they should be able to stay out later than me. I'm an old man. They should be able to do it. But it was so funny. They all were in early. There's another bucket. People are using them for trash too. They're throwing trash in those buckets. Man, other than round one, this side is, the lower level is deader than the upper level. This place is being used as like storage. They got boxes like blocking the door. I don't know what NHF is, but oh, there's Boscov's closed. Green Life Spa. NHF looks like furniture. They're not open right now. The gate's closed. But their window, everything's fully stocked in there, so I guess they're open sometimes. And I think that might be where we came down. I think that's the escalator where we came down, so I guess we're going back up again. I gotta not worry about the music. I'm not a monetized channel anyway. It really shouldn't affect me. I'm used to being monetized. This is, to those who don't know, I kind of rebooted my channels a while ago. It's a long story. Oh, what's down here? Not a very interesting story either. These bathrooms. Yeah, I made a decision a couple years ago that, as it turns out, learning more about YouTube's algorithms and how it works, it was one of the worst decisions I could have made. But I made this decision to swap my channels. The old Krazy Joe Adventures channel became the Krazy Joe Concession Stand channel. And the old Krazy Joe Concession Stand channel, which wasn't monetized, became the Krazy Joe Adventures channel. Now, I know you're saying to yourself, Joe, why would you do that? And it's a long story. But I can tell you, it made sense at the time, on paper. But then I learned about how the algorithm works, and it was not a good idea. It was not a good idea. But what's done is done. And I'm not going to try to undo it now, because that would just be compounding a bad situation. So we're just retrying to grow this channel organically again. That's where we are. I'm not going to regret anything I did in the past, because I didn't know any better. It made sense. It may not sound like it makes sense, but trust me, if you knew what I was trying to accomplish, it made sense on paper. But I confused the algorithm. And as a result, the Krazy Joe Concession Stand channel is pretty much, it's not thriving right now. But this one can thrive again. I have faith. All right, we're getting out of here now. We're going back. We've seen all this before. All right, we're heading out. Look, we're back in the food court, and there is an ad for the round one right there. So had I been paying attention, I would have known it was there. But I wasn't. All right, so that's going to do it for our walkthrough of the Exton Square Mall, Exton, Pennsylvania. If you enjoyed this, please give it a like, please subscribe, please tell a friend so we can get more people, have more fun, more adventures. And until next time, keep wearing those pajamas.
Keep wearing those pajamas with the plastic feet. Keep wearing those pajamas. Tell everyone you meet. Keep wearing those pajamas with the back door flap. Keep wearing those pajamas. Don't open, it's a trap. Oh no, it's a trap. Some people call them PJs, some people call them jammies. They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander pajamas, but no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas. And now we're having fun. Keep wearing those pajamas. And now the song is done.